Hello and welcome back to Conversations with Love. I am back with a reading. I got 3 cards that came out in the pre-shuffle. So this will be somewhat specific. We've got a Libra Moon that came out first. So speaking to a Libra Moon, this is a message for a Libra Moon. Libra, you may have an ascending sign of Sagittarius or an ascending sign of Capricorn. But this message is for you. So, let's start out. What message? What is it that this Libra Moon needs to know? These messages are soul advancement messages, meaning this is what your soul is currently working on, currently advancing in. I call it your soul, the classroom that your soul is currently in right now, the season or lesson that your soul needs to learn at this time. Alright, what is Libra Moon? What is your soul's advancement at this time? What lesson is your soul currently advancing in? Okay, so we've got magic and the root chakra. Magic, the frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond the moment, to move toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. All right, so your soul is calling you to believe in magic, to believe in the impossibilities that are beyond your wildest imagination. Even if you were to believe in the things that are of your imagination, I'm hearing that would be a demonstration of you moving into this frequency of magic, for you to believe in the visions that you have, for you to believe that you are able to manifest the things of your imagination. And what I'm getting here is that in order for you to truly move into manifestation of those dreams and of those of your imagination, you are needing to be rooted. All right, the root chakra message also came forward. This frequency of the root chakra stimulates passion and supports our sense of security in this physical plane. So on this earthly plane, The root chakra really helps you to be grounded, helps you to feel secure, helps you to feel rooted in this physical plane. It also assists you in being feeling secure in your body. Right, so no matter where you are, no matter what your circumstances, no matter what situations that you're in, no matter what may be going on around you, being rooted, having roots, being secure, being grounded will allow you to feel safe in your body no matter where you are and no matter what is going on in your environment. So this is something that your soul is number one, your soul is pulling you to believe in this magic, but your soul is also helping you to get more grounded. This is not to say that you are not grounded right now, but as you begin to move into this frequency of magic where you begin to believe that the things in your imagination can be manifested, it may take you, you may feel out of body, right? Because you are seeing these things that are in your imagination actually begin to manifest, actually begin to show up, and show up in a real way in your environment. So it's important that you are rooted and more grounded in your presence, that you feel secure and that you feel safe in this physical plane and in your body. Okay. Is there anything else that the soul is advancing in at this time? Okay. All right, so let's get some guidance to speak directly to the mind. And I am being guided to also to pull from another deck to get some spiritual guidance for you as well. All right, what messages are needed? What messages want to come forward to speak directly to the mind of this Libra moon? Are there any messages okay, so we do have two. All right, so we've got freedom being the first message. The divine plan is one of freedom. Bondage is not God ordained. Freedom is the birthright of every living soul. The divine plan is one of freedom. Now, I think language is very important. And as I read this message, although I do understand the message behind the message, okay, the divine plan is one of freedom. Bondage is not God ordained. However, the word itself, freedom, does create a sense of bondage. Freedom, okay. We don't want to put a dome on our freedom. We are free beings. That's right. The divine plan is one of freeness. Bondage is not God ordained, and it is our birthright to be free. It's the birthright of every living soul to be free. And the message that came forward earlier, the message of magic and the use of our imagination, is the way that we are able to realize that we are free beings. We are powerful beings by the use of our minds and our free will to choose. Right? The nature of nature. Nature is governed by immutable laws, the ignorance of which excuses no one from their efforts. Right? We do have laws here, not simply laws of man, but we have laws of nature. We have universal laws, and those laws work whether we are knowledgeable or ignorant of them. Our ignorance of which excuses no one from their effects, even if we don't know the laws of the universe, even if we are not aware of the laws of nature. They are in effect, and our lives are governed by them, and how our lives play out, the things that are happening, how we feel in our lives, is evidence of our awareness or lack of awareness of those laws. So these are the messages that are coming forward to speak directly to the mind, and these messages for the mind are poignant messages, but they are very powerful in that they do move energy, they do move thoughts. They you may not necessarily see a difference in your thinking in this moment as you're listening to these messages, but do be confident that these messages will create a shift in your life, and you will see evidence of that as time continues to move forward. Speaking of moving forward, let's get a message from our light workers. Light worker, you may be, Libra, you may be a light worker or healer or spiritualist, or you may be, you may delve into metaphysical knowledge, spiritual knowledge. So this message that will come forward will speak to that part of you. Alright, what spiritual message do we have for our Libra? Alright, so we've got orbs of light. And I'm going to reference I'm going to reference the guidebook here. All right, the spiritual worlds are delivering a message to you. You may have already heard it through telepathic reception and mistaken it for your own thought, yet it is inspired by your higher guidance, those spiritual beings that love you without condition. It is an answer to a question and guidance to increase your happiness. It is possible to pray without realizing it. The universe is lovingly listening to every thought and feeling in your heart and mind. When you intentionally speak to the universe and ask your higher guidance to help you with an issue, this is a powerful way to call the light into your life. It works, often quite rapidly. However, sometimes we ask for help without being so aware of doing so. Worrying about an issue or pondering a question are ways this happens. I wanted to let that helicopter pass. There are orbs of light around you. They are spiritual beings that love you. These orbs contain information and energies that help answer questions and worries through the intelligence and love of the higher spiritual worlds. That information might come through a song, a phrase, a feeling or a color, or symbol that unlocks awareness in the deeper recesses of your mind and body. Orbs are always around us, but appear in more concentrated form, both in quantity and quality in certain places and at certain times, including when your energy is in a particularly soft and receptive high frequency state. Orbs naturally gravitate towards high energy. This doesn't mean you have to be on the go constantly. Higher energy can be created when you are very still, by raising your frequency to a higher vibrational state. You can do this by regularly meditating on love and healing. You can place yourself in a state that is most attractive to orbs of light by relaxing, opening your heart, and feeling good. You are also most likely to perceive them around you in this state, which can be fun and a beautiful experience. Orbs are often seen in photographs where they appear as a soft ball of light. If they are enhanced and magnified, patterns, symbols, and faces can sometimes be seen within them. This is part of the loving genius of the spiritual world, the way that light can reach the earth in form, helping to raise frequency from fear to love. Being in nature and doing some invocations to unconditional love creates an energy that is very attractive to orbs. So is group work based in love, such as meditating together to clear a sacred space in nature, then dancing and praying together in that space with joyful devotion to love. This attracts high-level guidance because a group can be a container powerful enough to generate and hold the higher frequencies of love. This can also happen for individuals, but group energy can be a powerful and effective way to attract a great downpour of spiritual grace. Clearing the energy of your home and calling in higher guidance to bless you and your home each day, perhaps with the invocation below, will also create a space in which orbs of light can more easily visit you, bringing their uplifting energy and healing light. To access the information of these orbs of light, to be open to seeing them more clearly, whether directly with your own energetic vision through clairvoyance or through photographs or other means, you can use the invocation below. I call upon the unconditionally loving orbs of light. Please bring me information, healing energy, and joy as I open my heart to the loving presence of the higher spiritual worlds here and now. I ask to see, feel, and know the loving intelligence of the orbs of light in ways that are relaxing, encouraging, joyful, and kind. I ask for the orbs of light to bring peace and blessing to this space, to consecrate it as sacred and to protect it so that only energies of light, love, and higher consciousness may enter. May the unconditionally loving orbs of light bless all those who can benefit from their presence. Through divine love and my own free will, so be it. All right, so I am going to leave it there. I think that invocation was a good close to this energy, close to this reading. Although I do feel I am getting to pull one more card, so inviting the orbs into your experience, into your space, is what we just did. So be mindful, pay attention to how you're feeling, whether you are feeling relaxed, whether you are feeling encouraged, whether you're feeling joyful, whether you're feeling kind, and strive to reach for those feelings. If it's not, if you know, as you wake up each day and that isn't the feeling that may come to you immediately, do things to get you in that space. Take time getting yourself ready for work. Do not feel rushed. Give yourself an opportunity to be relaxed. Yes, understand that there are things that you need to get done, and things need to be accomplished in your day. However, being in a state of relaxation but still being able to get your work done will help to attract these higher frequencies of energy in the form of orbs. Also, be kind to yourself. Pay attention to how you're treating yourself. Pay attention to how you're speaking to yourself. Are you rushing? Are you speaking negatively to yourself, or are you overly criticizing yourself? So strive or reach for those feelings if you wake up or as you go through your day and you do not naturally feel those. So let's find out, what can you do now to help your soul to move through this current lesson. And these orbs that you have called forward will also be there to assist your soul as you move through this particular lesson in this season. But let's find out if there's something in particular that you can do that would be helpful. All right, so we have observe your conversations. Okay, and so this again is very similar to what I was just stating. How are you speaking to yourself? Not only how you're speaking to yourself, but what are you saying to others? So observe the conversations you engage in. Are they productive or are they mean-spirited? Are they filled with gossip or stimulating information? So your goal is to recognize the quality of information that you feed your mind with every day, right? And so we're aware. You can become aware of what you feed your mind by what you speak about. right? What comes out of your mouth is what is in your mind. So you can begin to become aware of what's in your mind, and whether that is something that's beneficial for you or whether that's something that may no longer be serving you. All right. So with that said, I am going to close it here. I think that this is a safe space to close this. I want to thank you for sharing your energy with me. I'm appreciated. Without you being here, I would not be able to provide these messages for you, these specific messages for you. So I do want to thank you so much for sharing your energy with me, and continue to come back for a few future messages, and I will speak with you on the next episode. Peace.